Relax, man. You're just changing your furnace. We're just telling Chris to relax. This dude is all wound up.
If this show, the way it's going right now, I'm only going to answer your guys' questions and I'm not going to talk about anything else.
That is a good idea because you're just all over the rails, man. Real quick, before we get on with the show, let's do a couple shout outs. We got TY Banana Man in the house already, who is the best drunk ever from what I hear.
Look at that. Michael Hausch is in the chat.
Kenneth Landis, don't know that name.
I saw Ty had an awesome
man himself.
He had an awesome TikTok. It was a longer TikTok, but it was very informative.
Which one was it?
It was, what was it?
Because I deleted TikTok off my phone.
Why would you do that? How are you going to learn?
Guys, I always give him a heart on TikTok because his videos are awesome.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how, but all of a sudden my TikTok feed turned into something that it probably shouldn't have been. So I don't know if it's because I associate with you guys, but
no.
It was all dark crap, bro. And I'm like, what? I don't. I'm going down rabbit holes of really dark TikToks, and it's like, yeah, I don't think this is good.
Is it girls shaking their butt?
No,
that's not that bad.
Crap, yeah, that's not mine either.
No, mine's like all 80s and 90s advertisements and collectibles and things, and
I have a
real bad influence on my life.
A lot of feed on XRP, the cryptocurrency.
Man, I just don't know, bro. I got rid of all my crypto, man.
I say invest in something tangible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'll never do it again, but it was a roller coaster, man. So
I'm ignorant to most investments, but you know.
And to be clear, you can't take investment advice from us. We're a bunch of fucking dumbasses.
100%. I almost just went bankrupt over the last couple of months buying 80s and 90s collectibles off of eBay to fulfill some sort of midlife crisis hole that had formed in my heart.
Crisis, not even
at least it wasn't meth.
Midlife crisis. That's a good point. At least it wasn't meth.
Yeah.
Since our phone spies on us, I've been getting TikTok videos about people that have like the little TVs from the 80s, like
little people.
Oh, the TVs that little freaking black and white.
Oh, that's just from Bill talking about buying one of those. Adam froze. Yeah,
because I think I posted that in our little super secret chat, which I guess isn't so super secret now.
Yep.
So I had won the bid on a like 1983 Mega Watchman, which is like a little tiny TV, like yay big. It's got a cassette player, cassette deck on top, and it's got a little tiny TV in it. It's mint condition, sealed in the box from the factory still. How are you not going to buy that, man? I don't care. Like I had a choice between like the health of my family, making sure they were fed, or buying this junk off of eBay. I'm like, eBay, I mean, all day, son. Like the health of my family, making sure they were fed.
Oh, Chris, is this your first?
Oh, wow, Chris.
That was me. Sorry.
Numbers here.
I realized I wasn't looking at the chat, and then I accidentally clicked it on. Okay.
So you just started doing stuff with your hands and your feet, and you're like, "Well, this has got to be it."
Speaking of feet, my feet smell bad today. I don't know what it is.
Speaking of stuff that smells bad, our little buddy Randy and his little buddy Luke are out there hanging out somewhere, and I forget where he said there. He's spending the night at somebody's house or something.
Oh, I saw him post about that a while back, asking to stay at someone's house.
He could have just been lying. He's just staying the night at a rest stop, truck stop, just to get out of the house for a little while.
Thanks, Cyborg. You said it twice. Yes, basketball shirt, Toronto represent. Thank you.
Just relax,
hey,
Joe.
Did you guys hear the fun fact that I told Joe this week?
No.
Fun fact.
The entire population of Canada is smaller than the population of the state of California.
Did you know all the people in the entire world could fit in the state of Texas?
Really?
No, that's baloney.
Is it just the United States,
bro? It's got to be a continent.
Yeah, I think it's just the United States.
Yeah, it would.
But you know what? I'm going to tell everybody it's the whole world now. Did you know that you can take all the people from the entire world and fit them in the state of Texas?
I mean, I believe you.
Hell yeah, it's Texas, bro.
Yeah, Texas is getting overpopulated by everybody from here.
Oh, really? We got Brett Pretzel in the chat. What's up, Brett?
Nathan Orr just gave us a mad emoji face on Facebook.
Why?
Did he?
Yeah.
We need to have Nathan on the show.
Send him.
Maybe that's why.
Let's ask him. I'm going to send it to him right now and see what he's doing.
I don't know, man. He could be taking a bath again, dude. So
I hope.
I don't know. Please don't. We don't need any more people popping up in bathtubs on the show.
I oftentimes think of that.
Can we just ask him why he's angry?
Huh?
Can we ask?
That's
Yeah,
all right,
ask
Kenneth.
him.
I'm full of
Yeah.
misinformation.
Ask him.
We don't like angry people, right, guys?
We're just
It's
joking.
Clive
I mean, we're friends
Clive
with
in
you,
chat?
Joe, and you're the angriest person I know.
Yeah, right. Clive's in chat. Good to see you, Clive.
Oh,
Big
he's
class
back,
here?
back to the Isle of Man. We should have him on. We
Oh,
need to have someone-
man.
Joe-
Yeah, I miss Clive, man. I haven't been able to catch any of his live streams because I'm always gone all weekend now. And the one time we invited him on, he was working.
He saw the
Right.
message.
Oh, no.
Nathan's coming.
He's coming, eh?
I don't know if he's really coming.
So what were you guys doing before I got on? Because you
We
guys
were-
were in a...
We were
Talk
having an
crap
awesome
about you.
conversation with Steven Rogers,
Oh,
Yes.
the Energy Conservatory.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to Steve Rogers for my house project, and then we decided to have him on, and he blew our minds with just stuff that we never thought about. Like, no, I don't
Neutral
want to say we didn't
pressure
think about,
plane.
but
I've
it
never
was- he
thought
just-
about that.
well, I knew about the neutral pressure plane for a while because I've been doing the research, but having him talk
The pleasure plane. Is that what you said, Chris?
pressure plane.
Sounds like somewhere Joe goes on a Saturday night.
The pleasure plane.
dang, he says you pussy
Pressure
ding, eh?
plane. Come on.
Let's go on the
Sorry, I
pleasure
need to-
plane.
Enunciate better.
What's the pressure plane there, Chris?
Yeah, we were. Well, you
Yeah.
would know if you actually would have shown up when we
Yeah,
asked
That's a good
you,
point.
right?
Yeah,
Mm.
if you weren't watching the old ball game there.
And there was
Yeah.
like some stuff in that conversation. I didn't feel when you talk to Steve Rogers, he doesn't make you feel like you're less than him. Like
Was he wearing a
talks to you
Hawaiian
and-
shirt, by the way?
Yes, he was.
That's what I thought.
I mean,
Threw me off guard.
if you were a brilliant freaking engineer, scientist, or whatever, wouldn't you wear a Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah,
For
it's either
sure.
engineers or Jimmy Buffett. Those are the two people that are allowed to wear Hawaiian shirts all the time.
I can't say that I would ever go to a Jimmy Buffett concert. I don't
Nope,
think
I never would either.
Why?
there's like one or two songs that I kind of am okay
I would
with,
drive
but,
a school bus full of
Nathan-
dynamite that's on fire straight into the show, though.
yeah, I
Nathan
don't
said-
think I could do that.
Nathan said, "Hang on, he's gonna go in the bathroom and start taking a dump, and then he's gonna click the link."
Oh my god.
He's not joking.
He's probably not, and he's
No,
probably in like
100%
a
he's not
restaurant too.
He's probably fighting a goat right now.
Imagine he's sitting in a restaurant and he's like, "Babe, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a few
We
minutes."
get that? Wasn't that at the symposium? Yeah, he told us that
Yeah, but him fighting a goat.
we should have got that on film. That
Yeah,
was
'cause he was. I thought we did, but going over the old footage, it wasn't in there. But how'd the story go? Like he was just so tired and stuff, and from
we should- if he clicks the link, he should just tell us.
Yeah. No,
I
yeah,
mean, he's-
definitely. He's got to tell us that story
I mean, he's
because
got
I don't
more
want to
than one
butcher it, but
story.
it was hilarious.
I'm sure
Patrick,
he's
thank
got,
you very
he's
much.
got a better story than that.
Commercial
So-
Chronicles.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. I appreciate that, bud. We definitely need to hang out with Nathan when we're in Florida for the symposium again because he's a cool dude. So
That was awesome. Super chat.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
know it was your
there he is.
Valentine, Chris.
what is up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
So why are you mad
Yeah.
at us?
What?
Yeah,
Why are you
Yeah, why?
sad or mad
Well,
at
so
us?
I didn't realize that. So when people do like a Facebook live stream, I like just fast tapping the angry face, so it like
Oh, man.
floods up, like through the top. And it's,
So
I
we
do
were
that.
legit concerned. That's why we brought you on the show to see if there's anything we can address. We don't have our customer service team in place at the moment, so we're like, we should probably address this one ourselves because Nathan is very important to us,
yeah,
Yes.
near and dear to your heart.
near
Definitely.
and dear to my. But
Billy's in chat saying, "What's the best practice for when penetrating a wall with piping? What kind of
That's a
piping?
random question to
Yeah.
ask when. Yeah, no.
I think they mean a glory hole.
So
For iron, I don't know. I'm gonna just answer what I know. Like iron, you have to put it with. You have to use like a what is it called? Non-galvanic, material, like a sleeve. Refrigeration, nobody does it, but
PVC.
PVC
Right.
is the best. Yeah.
Good point.
PVC pipe.
Are you willing to talk about that goat story with us?
Sure. Yeah.
Which one?
Uh,
Yeah, that was hilarious.
No, there's really only one goat story that I mean, other people have goat stories, but I mean, I really only have the one goat story.
Wait, first, like, what are you doing? Where are you at? What's
Well, I'm actually.
Are you on a massage table?
No, I'm in a hotel with my oldest son. We are in oh crap, where are we at? We are in Pinehurst, doing a little father-son golf trip because we fancy AF.
Sweet deal, bro.
Nice.
So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that
Cool.
is really cool.
Nice.
So you want a goat story?
Yeah.
Sure.
100%.
I'll tell the goat story. Although I did tell this the other day. I've had a couple of people get mad, and I had to clarify that like the goat was fine. Right, that like goats fight each other way more aggressively.
I mean, goat lives don't matter.
Right. And like, well, I mean, you can tell me, like, I don't know, I feel like he deserved it. So, but right, the goat story, you have to always set up the backup, the backstory.
What are goats even good for anyway?
Nothing. I mean, I just actually got rid of all of my goats. So
Yeah, I mean
they were good for like, I made a decent profit selling them, so that was good.
You could eat them, I guess, but other than that, I mean, goat milk maybe, but
I mean, we made some goat milk soap. That was
Yeah.
But goats are pretty cute, aren't they?
No, I mean,
Well,
they
they're
are kind of fun,
tiny.
like especially when like you
Yeah.
have like 20 baby goats running around up trees.
Yeah.
And stuff.
you know what I want science to make is a tiny giraffe, like the size of a small dog, but a giraffe. That's what I want.
Have you seen the thing where like giraffes fight by slapping their necks together?
Yeah.
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 That's pretty
Nice.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Right.
So what's this goat story you're talking about?
Calm down, Joe.
Yeah, I want to know. You guys like,
Dude,
come
you
on.
broke him, Joe.
Good
Oh,
job.
no.
Joe's not allowed to talk anymore.
You broke him, Joe. Oh.
Hashtag.
Dude,
Had
what
to
an
go.
epic tease, right? For this goat story. And then he's like, click.
We scared him. Sorry.
Right at the good part.
Yes.
It was,
Curry goat sure is tasty.
there he is. He's back.
That's what Adam P says. I've
hell?
had goat
right, let's
head
try
before
that
in
again.
Mexico. What's up,
That was like
Cyborg?
the perfect part for you to cut out, too, because the suspense of the goat story, and then it just freezes.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that was kind of cool. The no, so goat story, it happened like right when we were starting to do grocery refrigeration, which I started because I was like, it'll be easy, and it wasn't. And so I was working a lot, like 100+ hours a week, and at the same time building our house and living in a travel trailer with my wife and 5 kids.
That's just
And,
bonkers.
And so it was just real crazy. And my wife raises goats, or recently stopped, but that's not important to the story. And so I was sneaking in and out of our travel trailer all day, all hours, like, because that's just was my work schedule. And I had like a little shed that I would keep my work clothes in, so I wouldn't wake people up. I could like change out of super dirty clothes before I came in to shower, or in the morning just sneak out in my underwears to
Sneak out in my underwears.
The hotel and like Clive said, hotel internet. He
Oh,
gone.
Man.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to ask him? Like, his wife raises goats. Well, who raises the kids?
Oh,
But
they got a big family.
Maybe their kids are goats.
Hey Chevy.
You guys' internet ain't fancy as F.
Oh, that's a bummer, man. Yeah, your internet is just dead, bro.
Nope.
I think we're going to do this another night.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
Oh, thanks, Susie. It hurt my feelings.
Oh, that was
That's
a
funny.
Yeah, man. I
story too,
shaved.
man.
Yeah, just do another. Yeah. Almost like a Joel story. Just start in the middle.
Just start in the middle and give us useless details that we don't need to know about.
Yeah.
Next
But you guys got to hear this in person too, because the story was hilarious.
Next, he uses his hands. It's a whole big thing.
Yeah. But
All right.
all right.
Well, this anticipation is gonna kill me, but whatever.
I guess you'll ask him at the symposium when you go, Joe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So what's up, Joe? You seem down tonight. Where's the energetic Joe that we all know and love?
Just not feeling 100%
Long day at work?
today. Yeah, just not 100%
Long
today.
week at work?
Yeah, long week.
Did you do anything cool?
Sorry?
Do anything cool?
No, not really. Just worked.
Wow. No
Just
cool
worked.
projects.
Sorry?
No cool projects. No nothing.
Not really. No, not really.
There's two Nathans at the bottom of the screen, Chris.
Yeah, but they're both frozen.
They're both frozen. It's eerie.
There's two of you down at the bottom of the screen. We can see you, but they're frozen. Like the internet's just dead, bro. They're just like moving, glitching.
We're gonna have to do this.
Oh,
Just forget it. Next
yeah.
time.
We'll try to do it another time when you have better internet, Nathan.
Yeah, who has Monday off? Who doesn't have Monday off? That's a better question.
That's right. I got to call my guys. I always have to remind my guys that they have days off. So I got to call
Oxford,
them
no.
and tell them we're off on Monday.
What was that thing in the HVAC Overtime group about those Excel customers from, was it in Denver?
Oh yeah. So
What's going on with that?
down here we have, especially on the West Coast, we have energy programs where we allow the state to control our thermostats. So usually we get rebates for doing this. So the type of plan that I have, I actually don't have it through them. And the way that my utility pays me, if my thermostat shows a low demand, then that's where they calculate it. So they don't actually turn it off though. So I can choose to use it or not. But anyways, in wherever it was, all of a sudden they had a glitch and they shut off like 225,000 people's thermostats or something like that. It was some big thing, and it was like a glitch for a couple hours where they couldn't override their thermostats. So, and it was like in a heat wave too, because we do it for demand, whatever, to try to reduce the load because we have a horrible power grid over here. So
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only reason they're doing it.
Oh,
I
but
hear
you get
an
a
echo.
free
You
thermostat.
turn off your somethings.
Yeah.
Who?
Not me.
Chipmunk saying Ohio used to have a similar setup with water heaters. You could get a much cheaper rate if you let them radio control the water heater contactor. What?
I never heard of that.
Wow.
That one in that you were talking about, what is it called? ICOR or something? I don't know.
The one I just said?
No, what the Colorado or wherever it was.
Yeah, Excel, yeah.
Okay, so what did they say? They turn up people's thermostats like 78 or 79.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you think that if they controlled it, like, because there's a lot of people that are jerk offs. They keep their air conditioning set at like 66, 67. Watch, a bunch of people in the chat are going to be like, I keep mine at 68.
And then they like go out of town for a week.
Right.
But is it, I mean, but realistically, is it really that bad if they keep them on at 68? Which one's worse? Them keeping it on at 68 or all the oversized systems that are cycling every hour?
Depends how leaky is your house.
My point is, don't you think they would be able to save enough if they just turned everyone's to like 75, something where it's like comfortable?
Average. Yeah, good average.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
See, Susie's got hers at 73. That seems like a good efficient spot to keep it.
But the problem with that, though, is they have so many people that they subsidize their power for. So I think that they're trying to make up for some of that.
So what's up with the electric cars then? If they can't keep up with air conditioners with these electricity, I don't know how they're going to keep up with electric cars.
Because we typically here, we're a very liberal state, and our typical thought process is to do things well before we have a solution to how we're going to get to that point. Right? And we hold strong. So we set a goal 2035 or something like that, or I don't know, 10 or 20 years where basically you won't be able to use combustion engines. So, but we don't even know how we're going to get there. We just tend to overextend ourselves and then try to figure it out later. So it's probably going to go into lawsuits for 40 years.
Just be driving around with gas powered generators to recharge your cars as you go.
Pretty much.
Did you ever think, like, you know, in the past, all the wars that have been fought have been like by air, by sea, by land, or whatever? Do you ever think about like all a country really needs to do to like put us on our freaking knees is hack into Nest and Ecobee thermostats and turn shit off in the middle of the 90-degree weather?
I mean, wouldn't even do that. Just think about on a global scale, refrigeration, like all the communicating refrigeration systems. I mean, that's some serious money right there. People start hacking into that. So, and they're on a lot of public networks monitored by companies like KE2. And, you know, there's a bunch of different refrigeration companies that have internet, you know, access to everything.
And the thing is, like, you would think like, oh, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if it happened on a massive scale, like nobody would be able to keep up with trying to like bypass.
What is that thing called? What is it? An EMD? The
EMP,
EP, is it?
electromagnetic pulse.
Just imagine like hitting the United States with an EMP, shutting down the whole grid across the whole United States. You
I think
imagine
there's
the
been
chaos.
we don't need to go too crazy on this, but I think that there's been a lot of studies on that and a lot of public information. It's kind of crazy
About like, what would happen if that did actually happen.
Yeah, and how susceptible power grids and fuel delivery is in the United States in general, because it's usually on rail paths, so it's very consistent. And so there's been studies of how easy it would be.
Easily interrupted, I bet.
Yeah,
I think John Ellis is off the grid.
Oh, he is, and he travels. He's like a
nomad.
Yeah, he's like a nomad, right?
He has
like our good friend Ty Banana Man.
Yeah, Ty was doing that for a while too.
John has a cabin on the top of a mountain.
Got it.
It's heated with a wood burning stove.
Cool.
And I don't think he has a lot of insulation or anything else like that. And it's funny because in his class he talks about like air infiltration, burning, open flame is not good, blah blah blah. And there he is burning.
Yeah.
Is that is he in like an actual legit log cabin up in the mountains?
Yes. And there's wild horses that walk up to his door.
I've heard that those log cabins are, big ass logs. You got air infiltration coming through the where the logs come together. But I guess if you seal it properly, it's probably stays pretty toasty in there in the wintertime.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have a
running.
I don't think it's a very big house. I mean, I don't know for sure. Cool. But log cabins are small, and you have a wood burning stove. Those things throw off a lot of heat, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you guys something. Interrupt and change. Does your kid's school text you to let you know when your kids were absent?
Yeah.
My daughter was absent second and third period today.
I'm
sure my daughter's a good girl, but I'm sure.
Why don't you send her a link real quick? We'll bring her in and have a chat with her.
Yeah. She won't go public. My other daughter would, but my oldest,
the younger one.
My younger one doesn't care.
So yeah, we had an awesome conversation with Steve Rogers today. That was in Chris Hughes. Learned a lot. I'm looking forward to going to their Train the Trainer class coming up. When is it? It's like a week from now, is it? Holy cow! I got to get my stuff in order.
Dude, you say this so much. The whole rest of this year, you're freaking jammed, and I don't even know when the hell you're going to come out and help me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know of any places that offer like Daikin classes? I want to take a Daikin class on the VRVs or the whatever they got.
You got to go. I think you got to fly to Texas for that. It's funny you say that because the local dude by me, Tia something SRS, I don't know what they call him, whatever. But he was all pissed off. There's like this big controversy, right? So Amana dealers can technically sell Daikin Sky Airs. You're allowed to do that. But your Daikin says you're not supposed to sell Sky Airs without taking the certification course, but Amana lets you sell them. And there's no certification course, and they don't have one by me, period. So I was having issues with one, and he wouldn't help me. He's like, you didn't take the certification course. I'm like, where's the certification course? And he's like, you got to take it. I'm like, well, tell me where it is, and I'll take it. Well, there's none local to you. I'm like, I'm in Chicago. Where should I go to take it? And he's like, well, that's not my problem. You didn't take the class. I'm like, okay.
Like I would have, but I can't.
Yeah, he sounds kind of like a prick.
Yeah,
sounds like a douche nozzle.
He really is. And his name is Steve, just so you know, if anyone wants to talk to him.
Yeah, fuck Steve.
Steve with Daikin is a dick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because we're apparently we got a customer who's got like a facility with a lot of Daikin systems in it, and they want somebody to really go in there and help them out on a lot of major issues. And as I told my the owner of the company, I was like, I don't really know much about Daikin, but hey, you pay for a class, man, I'll go.
Yeah, I'd say go for it.
Chris has a lot of experience with that. You should pick his brain a little bit.
With Daikin?
Yep.
Oh, was he a former Daikin guy?
His company that he used to work for, the family company, Hughes Mechanical, they did tons of VRV, all Daikin.
Nice. Looks like Christopher Hughes says Daikin is merging all three brands into one umbrella currently. Interesting.
Shots fired.
Get into that VRF group, the Facebook group, and there's some interesting stuff in there too. Just check the conversations out. It kind of, because Adam was kind of, I had asked a question about a VRV unit for my house, and I started doing some research, and the Daikin one, man, I don't know, you know.
There's a Steve Stone in the chat. I wonder if that's Steve from Daikin. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I think we can all safely say fuck Steve, and we have everybody in our life that would apply to.
Wow.
Yep, I just thought of him.
It was funny. We were talking when we were. I offered. Bill actually asked Steve Rogers. We're going back to a cool Steve, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any swag? I want a shirt, and he's like, no. And I said, Bill, you should help him design a shirt. And he's like, are you cool with swear words and middle fingers on your shirts?
Yeah, and,
and then Steve goes, well, maybe not next to our logo, but.
And I'm like, fuck you then, Steve.
No.
But he is a cool dude. He was just, it was, you know, it's like the first time I think we had Jim on the show too. Like he's a pretty cool dude to talk to.
Yeah, so, really down to earth. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he presented the material very well.
Right.
Explained it to me very well, broke it down so I understood the things I was questioning.
Well, and we all had really stupid questions because he was, we were getting into like the science and physics and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, he's telling us whatever.
And then we're like, well, what about this? And he's like, ah, you're too dumb for that. No, just use the program.
What was the first thing I asked him? I asked him some like hypothetical thing. I'm like, what about hypothetically? And now that I
shut up, just sit there and look.
Yeah, just shut up.
And then I was like, what is the neutral plane? Is that the point of zero? And he's like, yeah, you fucking dummy. I'm like, what are you? He just looked at me. I was like, I'm sorry, Steve. I don't know. Sorry for being dumb.
No, but super nice guy. Brilliant dude.
Yeah.
Look at Al Anonymous said he helped finalize Daikin training class on the West Coast. That's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Finalize one in the Midwest, huh?
What does that mean? You finalize a Daikin class?
Like setting it up is what I'm kind of.
You look over the curriculum?
He finalized a Daikin training classroom. So whether or not he was actually doing the work on it or he had something
building
to do
the
with
systems
planning.
in it.
Yeah, maybe. You
have to give us some context there.
Yeah.
Al Anonymous.
Al Anonymous has been, you know, it's funny because there's people that I recognize, but we really don't know who they are. We just know their screen names, you know? And Al Anonymous is in a lot.
That's a good point. That's like when we went to the symposium earlier this year and we seen all these people and I don't know, they could have been in here, you know, that we don't recognize people from their avatars.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a couple people, it was awkward. They came up to me, hey, Adam. I'm like, I don't know what to say because I'm trying to think, do I know you?
Hey, blue shirt guy.
Yeah.
Like,
nice seeing you here.
I can't share. I'm going to be a dick like this. I can't share this on the show, but I have a really interesting story from someone at AHR. Both times I've been. So I'll have to tell you guys in private, but I'm going to be a dick like
about
that.
the cult?
No. I don't know if I ever told you guys this story. So
you probably did. You just forgot.
Probably, but yeah, I'm going to be the dick and not talk about it live. So
come on, give me a hint.
Nope.
Who does it have to do with?
Come on now.
I'm not going to do it.
Do we know the person that has to do with?
Is this a racist story?
I'm teasing it.
Do we know who it is?
Have we met them?
Mike saying tell us.
No.
Patrick saying tell us.
We will not tell anyone, I promise.
Yeah, he won't. He won't tell us.
It's totally between the four of us, right?
Michael, that is a dick move, right?
Right, meow.
Yep.
Billy is saying vibrating ductwork. I don't know. Camflex, whatever you call it. What else?
I'm being a fucking Steve.
Canvas,
Best
whatever it's called. What are they called, Adam? Or
hey, Chris, stop being a fucking Steve.
I was texting him weird. You go.
Steve Rogers is gonna get wind of this. He's like, I just help those guys learn some stuff, and they just go on the show and just bitch about me for a half hour. I think they even said "fuck Steve." What did I do wrong? And he's not gonna talk to us ever again now, all because we're like, "Fuck Steve," this other Steve guy.
No, we were talking about another Steve.
Yeah, we're talking about another Steve. Fuck that other guy.
All of a sudden, all this freaking equipment that I have of theirs just gets repossessed. And
UPS
they're just like,
shows up. Like, I'm here to pick up a couple things.
Yeah.
They're polar opposites. It's kind of like Bizarro World. TEC Steve, Daikin Steve. Different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, one's in a Hawaiian shirt.
Everybody's saying Steve sucks and shit.
Yep.
Steve Rogers, Captain America. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think people ever put that together. Steve Rogers, Captain America.
Yeah.
Actually, that was like the first thing I thought when I heard the name Steve Rogers.
Nobody thought that.
Dude, I'm a superhero buff, man.
Something buff.
Yep.
Yeah.
What were you guys up to today, anyways? Like, you guys
Nah,
were asking, what were you
buffer.
guys up to?
Dude, it was hot as balls today. It was 108.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, it was
Wow.
probably like 40% humidity. So we were losing our minds.
Oh,
Just fucking hot.
but nothing.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
what did you do, Joe?
I didn't do anything
We're
interesting.
kind of waiting to hear what you were doing all day.
Nothing
Thanks for the
interesting.
update, Mike B.
I
Glad
thought
to
you
see
said
you
we
back.
could talk about it on the show. Or did you
No.
say that about something else?
No.
You literally said that phrase and we were asking you that. You said, I'm okay with this. We could talk about this on the show. Was it this or
No.
something else you were talking about?
No, you're
You're
saying I
slowly
look like
turning
Drake
into
or
a-
something.
You look like you're turning into like a nightclub DJ every week.
I just felt like, I never wear the jersey, and why
I
not
think you should-
represent it?
Pop the chain out. You'll finish the look.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't pop out chains.
DJ Joe Dub.
Joe Dub, yeah.
Then gently
Joe Dub
remove
millionaire.
the chain from your undershirt and put it out top.
No,
You know, pop it out.
You need to get one of them like big furry heads, like a cat head or a marshmallow head or something
For what?
for your DJ gigs.
Oh,
that's what they
for
do.
like what's that guy's name? Dead Mouse or whatever.
Yeah, Deadmau,
Yeah.
Marshmallow. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand EDM. Let's just get this out in the air. I don't understand EDM. Have you guys ever heard of EDM? You know what
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
good stuff. Good music.
Electronic dance music.
What?
I like that.
Now, I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's bad.
Isn't that our intro music?
Kind
Kind
yeah.
of, yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't understand how you have a concert and then the DJ guy is like up there, like doing all this stuff. I'm like, really? We're just listening to like some pre-recorded stuff that he made. And he's like up there spinning it and stuff. Like, couldn't you just like push play on your computer? Because that's kind of what it seems like you're doing.
The one of my best friends, his nephew, which I grew up like giving the kid Cheerios around the house and that, he's
Mhm.
like famous in EDM right now. He's like one
Oh
of
no way.
the out there.
Really?
He actually made a song with what's that dude from is it Rage Against the Machine?
Tom Morello.
Tom Morello. He did a song with Tom Morello. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Did I tell you guys I got in November I got tickets to see Maren Morris
No.
Yeah.
at the freaking Hollywood Bowl, man. And
think
SoCal,
that'll
it's
be
like
it.
one of the most epic concert venues ever.
I think that'll be a cool show. I like Maren Morris.
Yeah.
I even know
And
Mary Morris
what's that
is.
other chick that I like? Chris, you know who she is. That other chick, I think they
Taylor
did a
Swift?
song together. No, not Taylor Swift. I'm not a Swiftie.
I went to a Taylor Swift concert with my kids.
Miranda Lambert. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she's
got some
Oh.
good songs. Good
she
tunes.
she lost Blake though, I'll tell you that.
Dude, that dude is a turd. He's a 6.5 foot tall turd muffin.
Really?
I mean,
We
used to
saw
like
Blake
him.
Shelton and Gwen Stefani came out when
Ugh.
at that concert. I really didn't care for the Gwen Stefani part. I was like, yeah, my wife was all
I
happy
mean,
about it, but
Don't get me wrong. I like Blake Shelton, good singer and everything, but there comes a point where like one country singer has saturated the market so much that it's like every other song on the radio is theirs. I'm like, just go away for a while, dude. Like, you got talent, I like you, but just
yeah, but that's
too
partially
much.
radio and the production
Yeah.
behind radio. They
Yeah, that's
plan like
true.
everything you hear on the radio. I mean, even the things that we thought were going to be free, where you weren't hearing that when they went to satellite and different things, they're all now saturated with just
I don't have
forced.
satellite radio in my car, Chris.
You
I
don't?
don't drive a Bentley.
I don't drive a fancy car, bro.
Well, who has satellite radio in their car?
You don't have satellite? Dude, my car
No,
fucking came
man.
with 2 years of satellite.
I have an FAM cassette deck. That's what I,
didn't
got in
even
my car.
pay for it, dude. It just
That
came with
coat
my
hanger
car.
for an antenna.
It's true. Bill has good water and bad water in his house, and he only
That's
brings
right.
good water during when guests are there.
When
Right?
Adam came over, I was like, we got to use the fancy water.
That's funny.
Oh,
Truth.
man.
That's a true story.
Adam, what were you up to this week, man? You were kind of quiet about it. Well, actually, no, you weren't.
I was.
Well,
Joe, you have been gone for like the last time I talked to you was last Friday, Joe. I don't even know where you've been.
Good point. Good point.
No, I'm working on finishing up that job I've been working on for a while. I haven't been there in months now. The 100-year-old house, reducting in that. We just put the furnaces in. I got a couple little finishing touches. One thing I'm going to do, I don't know if you do this, Joe, or not. I have
Mhm.
transfer grills in some of the bedrooms, and then
Okay.
also a big return grill in the basement, and then also the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Paint the inside of the ducts black. Paint
Nice.
them
Good
black,
idea.
you
That's
know,
a good
make them
idea.
disappear. I'm using the nice, what is it, 3/4 inch louver return grills in that. Just try to make it so it disappears.
I like that. It's a good idea. I've done it in a indoor pool setup. Painted it black and make sure stuff was all black and whatnot in the return. And again, the return grill, I try to make it, going up and so you don't see through and whatever it is. But yeah, good idea. You don't want to see metal when you're looking down in there,
Oh, you know what irritated me? Which it made me think again to try to figure out a different way to do this. The entire project, I painstakingly tried to keep dust out of the ductwork, and I had an argument with the general contractor because he wanted me to start the air conditioning over the summer, and I'm like, no, we're not starting the freaking system. And he's like, why? I'll pay for the ducts to get cleaned. I'm like, no, not happening. I'm sorry. I took plywood and screwed it over all the registers, right when we were done with the ductwork. We used the masking, for duct blaster and all that, the wall registers and everything, kept everything off. I show up the other day, the hardwood floor guys have everything ripped off. Drywall sitting in the bottom of all the boots. There's freaking wood chunks and dust and all that crap. I'm like, well, thank God I tried to keep this precisely.
What started him telling us that story was when I texted him and I'm like, hey, I kind of fucked up. And I didn't realize that TEC sent me duct mask with the blower door they sent me. And so I ordered what True Tech Tools had. I was like, I need some of the duct mask. And I didn't realize it was a case that's enough for a lifetime.
Well, you spent like $400 on the freaking mask, didn't you? You thought it was one roll? This guy bought a lifetime supply. Like,
I didn't realize it.
You could be Jenry Garcia, right?
Yeah.
You'll still not run out of this shit.
Nope. It's more like I'm not gonna return it because it's just a comical story, and I'm gonna send it to you anyways. But it's just,
hey, I don't have like a free storage freaking unit inside of my house to keep all that crap.
Oh shit. Well, I'm sending it to you anyways.
No, I'll use it. That's cool.
But that's what I told him. That I was like, man, I fucked up. When I opened the box, I'm all, oh shit. And then I found enough duct mask in the box that TEC sent me. So I was like, that's damn awesome. It. But whatever. That was funny.
I'll buy that for $1.
How about them apples?
Name that movie, Chris.
So Bill installed can we talk about your rooftop unit?
Oh, that would be great to talk about.
My rooftop unit ordeal?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. No.
Wow. We're all being dicks tonight.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's yeah, Mike B, you got it. See?
I didn't bring it up, bro.
Smart. No, we had
that was Adam.
Well,
Adam was the dick.
I won't give a lot of the details away because the details make it real stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we had a very, very long drive out to install a rooftop unit, like 4 states away. I'm talking. It was.
He was almost by Chris, close to Chris.
Yeah, it's like basically driving to California. And then I get there, and to sum everything up, essentially, the wrong unit was brought to us. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
So then I just packed up my shit and drove all the way back home again. So yeah.
That wasn't a story, but okay.
I mean, that was the PG version.
Yeah, that was
that's the PG version for everybody from my company that watches.
Yeah. That's fucking Adam.
It's true story, so I don't care.
Oh shit, Adam.
You're
a dick, bro.
My whole week. Let's just say my whole week has been real stupid. I haven't had any cool jobs. I've been driving a lot, so I haven't had any real good content to put out on YouTube either.
Oh.
So that's kind of been bumming me out.
You should start like doing something like on my channel. I don't know how.
Yeah. It's a good story.
Joe, what about you? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Joe? Let's change this subject here.
You have a new wardrobe?
Did you shave
No,
your arms?
No, I've had this for a long time. I never wore
I
it.
could
So I
never
go for
rock a tank top.
You know,
My
I can't
shoulders are
quite
too
place
hairy.
where the handlebar part of your mustache. It reminds me of something, and I can't quite remember what it is.
Fratelli Brothers.
Fratelli Brothers.
He's the dude from Goonies.
Are you wearing breakaway pants, Joe?
His brother's like,
No.
what is the goon's name? And that
Chunk. No.
Chunk. Yeah,
No,
that's right.
Chunk is the kid.
No, yeah, you're right. No,
Sloth? Is that your name?
Sloth. Yeah, I think.
Hey, while we're thinking about the name, hey, Adam, how's your employee situation going?
I need to hire like 3 more people.
Oh, cool.
Are you going to let your current employees train them?
Yes.
Oh,
Very cool. So we're
Top
going to have
employees
lots
you
of
got there.
stories.
Yeah, top employees you got there, Adam. Top employees
Yeah.
you got
I
there.
think we should end this show. I think we should fucking cut it.
Like, hey, employee number 1, why
Yeah.
are your teeth all red?
All right, I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
it.
He holds up
Take
half
those
a
too
crayon.
Half a crayon.
I still want to get that shirt made. I don't know why you don't make that shirt. We're due for a new shirt.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I'll make it. It's just we were talking about making it for the symposium, which are we still making shirts for the symposium?
That gets complicated. It's
How?
getting complicated. I don't know. We need to have a discussion. Maybe we should just do
Yeah.
it. No, we need to do it behind closed doors.
We do, but I'm over it. I already saw these complications when we were talking about doing it. I was like,
I mean,
dude,
how do we have all these complications just from making a shirt?
it's kind of how when I had started my house project and I was like starting to reach out to people, it just gets complicated.
Let's not reach out to people then. Let's just do it. Let's float it.
It's going to be expensive. You know,
Not $3
To
grand,
get enough shirts made for the symposium, you're probably going to spend $4,000, bro.
$4 grand. That's too much then.
Yeah.
All of which we should have talked about before. We're like, hey,
Made it
let's do
public?
that. Yeah, Adam.
No, we could do it, but we can't do it. Like,
Well, these are the things you figure out before you take your company public.
Hey, we
Like
got
before you say
4,000
you're gonna buy
subscribers, you
Twitter.
guys. Start donating to the cause. We'll make you shirts for 200
we
of you.
See, we just got to reach around to people.
the old
Lask will help us. Lask will help us reach around to people.
Nope.
Yeah, he would, Alaska. So yeah, Chris, didn't you say there that your employees doing good now? I'm being
Yeah,
serious.
dude.
Yeah.
My apprentice, yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing great, man.
Is he?
So
Is
yeah,
it good to
I
go
mean,
I
alone now,
think-
or
I think
Yeah,
one
I'd
of
say
Adam's
he's-
employees is near one of Chris's areas where he lives.
oh, is he?
I think
There's
so.
a naked kid in my bed.
Yeah, what is that? Are you in a hotel room too?
He's-
your decor is very
Hotelish.
no, like smooth and curvy lines or something. I don't know.
what's the word?
Go
Yeah.
home, Chris. You're drunk.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm talking about his freaking dresser thing right there that's curved and straight or whatever. It's like
I
got
can't-
a-
I told Randy that on Facebook, and
You could see him.
I couldn't see my comment anymore. I think I deleted it.
I just got yelled at because I said there's a naked kid in my bed. Well, he should not be naked and should not climb in the bed behind me.
I don't think
This is turning into something right now, guys.
This is turning into
Hey.
us getting more viewers now.
we're gonna be quiet. Let this play out.
Oh boy.
This is gonna turn into like one of those 48-hour episodes where that guy's like in the middle of an empty kitchen, standing next to the island, and then Adam walks in and be like, "Hey, I'm here." And he's like, "Were you here to meet so and so? That's a teenage boy."
Oh my god.
He's like, "Oh man, naked kids."
what was that guy's name? Jeez.
Yeah, I
No.
forget his name. He's got a name you can't forget, but you can forget it very easily.
Yeah. FBI kicks down the doors.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
my God.
To Catch a Predator.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Chris
that's
Hansen.
the
Everybody's
one.
saying it now.
Yeah. Chris Hansen, the Catch a Predator
It
guy.
was so cringy watching that. You're like,
Oh man. Ugh.
See, that's why I can't watch the news, man. It's just puts you in a bad place.
It does.
Seeing the
Absolutely
garbage of the
agree.
world.
I don't ever watch TV news anymore, but I do listen to like a talk radio show all day long.
I think
So-
exposing yourself to any sort of news, any channel, wherever you get your news sources from, it's pretty much like taking a nice leisurely stroll through a landfill. Like when I want to relax,
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah.
walk through the forest.
Michael Jackson.
You want to relax, you go walk through the landfill. It's the
No.
same thing.
And it
Watch
is,
the
But
news.
I put it in my ears and I'm good, man. Like
You
it
get
just
pounded.
calms me.
you get pounded with the same crap. If you're listening to the radio or whatever for like
Mhm.
days straight, you're like,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
It definitely, I mean, I still enjoy it and it kind of calms me down, but I understand how it can be toxic because then every once in a while you get like a glimpse and you're like, wait, is that really my thought or did I hear that
But
on
then
the
the
radio?
thing is, like for the most part, and I don't want to get off on a political rant or anything like this, but like for the most part, if I have an opinion about something, really, like, what am I going to do about it? I know that seems like anti-motivational. Like, what am I going to do? I'm just one person. Well, one person can change the world. Kind of, but that's also kind of bullshit. Like I can never be president, but you know what I could do? I could work really hard, become rich, become one of the 1%. Then I can actually do something about it.
Yeah.
Because money talks.
Yeah.
Somebody was actually mentioning that on the Facebook group today, the Overtime Facebook group. They were talking about what's happening with the phase down of R410, and he wants to know the time frame in it because he feels like he's ripping off his customers by installing new R410 systems in their houses.
No, there's not enough people out there even adopting it yet.
I
There's
know.
only like a few brands that actually have R32 right now.
Well, that's what I said. I had that feeling too, and I felt guilty about it once it was announced, and like I feel bad because the whole R22 thing, everything's obsolete, right? But then you got to think we have to continue working, we have to continue making money. That guy's not going to wait 5 years or whatever the time frame, 2 years, 3 years to not have cooling, right?
Mhm.
And we don't
Somebody
have
else is going to sell it to him.
It's not us that's doing it, it's the government, right?
Yeah.
The government, and you have a problem with that, call your congressman, vote, or roll with it.
But on the refrigeration side, this isn't all new to any of us because in refrigeration, we've gone through several different refrigerants in the last 25 years, like several different. So unlike the residential side that only saw the one big change, and so now it's too quick.
TY Banana Man's comment. He makes a good point about my anti-motivational statement there. You might not change the world, but for somebody, you could change their world.
Comments right now.
Neither can I. I don't know why.
It's not showing the accurate comments. Like we can't highlight them. We can see them. I see what Ty said, but
I could see the inaccurate comments. Inaccurate.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is weird. You guys are weird. You know what we were talking about before the show? I almost forgot about. Me and Chris had a quick little conversation.
There, I found it.
We're talking about school. Like 2 questions, and I want you guys to try really, really hard not to get distracted because you guys all get super distracted so easily. It frustrates the hell out of me sometimes when I'm trying to have serious. So it's serious talk time.
Okay.
School, high school, particularly.
Didn't we have a
podcast
name that?
Sorry. I don't care. None of that matters. What was your favorite class in school, for one? And then 2, which class do you think most applies to this industry?
Okay. I'm going to answer first. Mine is the same class applies to the industry and was like the most memorable thing. And I had a teacher. It was called Science for Fun. It was 7th grade. And this teacher got in trouble because he would teach us.
Spots.
No, he would teach us. Okay, so we were learning about propulsion. So we made potato cannons out of PVC with hairspray and lighters.
School?
And shot them in the fields at school.
Damn, that's cool. I've never made or shot a potato cannon.
It was time to do autopsies, right? And he brought squid, and then we fried it and ate it after we dissected it.
That's so cool.
And then the best one when we were doing dissections was one day we came into class and everybody was so stoked. He found a local like butcher or something near us, and he got whole lamb's heads sliced perfectly. So we pulled them apart and we're looking at cutaways of lamb's heads. Like that class sparked my interest in everything that
killing animals.
That has to do with everything that has to do with your career right now.
Yeah. We shot like the little rockets that you put things in with cameras in them, and he would give us all the pictures. Like it sparked our interest. So interesting story that you asked that. Recently, his daughter just reached out to me 2 years ago because I was in like a local Facebook group and he had passed away. And she was telling like every one of his classmates, and we all proceeded to tell her these stories about her dad, that teacher. And it was really interesting to hear her. Even though he passed away, she was super stoked. So it's kind of cool you asked.
Yeah, Chris did go to school at Jeffrey Dahmer. Turns out.
That's why he takes pics of his dog's balls.
So what's your? I don't do that anymore. I've reformed. I got.
I reformed.
Real quick, let's see. Herman Lloyd says medals for him in the 10th grade physics class. John Hughes.
Physics was interesting. I only took it the
Track
last
and
year.
cross
It was-
country.
Yeah,
That's a good
Jessica Egan was in the JROTC.
I'd like
sex ed.
I took house wiring in high school and electronics, and both of those were pretty cool.
Now, that was 7th grade for me. I did also have another class that wasn't. It was more of fun for me, and I had auto shop, like the auto body one where you fix cars and whatever. I had that all through high school. So
See, in my school, the lunch lady taught sex ed, so it wasn't as cool as what you guys are thinking.
I took there was a small engines course you had to take first, and then auto shop. And the small engines class at the end of the school year, you had to take apart 100% of these little motors, these Briggs and Stratton things, and put them back together.
cool.
And they had to run for you to pass. Well, I had a bad carburetor on mine.
Oh, sure.
And he's like, you got to figure it out. And it's like, you don't have parts to fix this thing. So, like, you know, when he wasn't looking, I took a carburetor off of somebody else's, put it on mine. Boom, it was working.
That's it.
Well,
That's
look,
all you
now
got to do.
I have a bad carburetor.
Huh?
No, mine was physics all the way. I love physics. It's
Yeah.
like science you can put your hands on.
Physics was good.
you know, I don't know about you guys, but for me, later in life, I look back and I've changed so much that I wish I could have the mindset now and go to those classes. Like, because
Yeah,
I'm so
same.
interested in history and economics. And
History can go F itself. I don't care anything about history.
you still haven't watched The Men Who Built America, have you?
I think I watched some of it.
Dude,
No,
that
like
show.
some of that stuff though is interesting, but like a lot of like I don't know, what is it? Is there a separate sect of history, like, or it's just about like the wars and blah 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 like that? I don't care about any of that.
You know, the problem with history, though, at least for most everybody, was the teachers, because history is a hard thing.
True.
Imagine someone like Ty Brannaman teaching history, or Mike Mayberry from HVAC Reefer Guy teaching history. They're passionate about
See,
it.
Ty would dress up like Washington and
He
come
would.
into class.
He would do whatever it took to educate.
Do you ever notice some certain things that you were taught about history in the past? Like the more you dig into things, like being an adult now, you're like, that shit wasn't even really true.
And how we glorified these people that did horrible things, and we praise them and give them holidays and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
so
and we
like,
celebrate the most
history,
horrible fall holiday, Thanksgiving. That is
like a lot of people's thought on history, it might not really be history, or it's somebody's spin on history.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Well, and you know, when I said about don't care about the world wars or anything like that, somebody's saying military history. Now, I've watched some cool documentaries about like the inner workings of the military and like what they do, like on a grand level. Like that's cool, but like I don't really want to hear any. I just get bored when I'm going to class and they're talking about George Washington floating across the river and like doing that. I'm like, yeah, it was a great part of history, but I'm like, boring. Show me some tanks mowing down forests and blowing shit up. That's cool.
Can you watch documentaries now?
Yeah, I love documentaries, man.
Okay, so again, I
Love
think documentaries are better produced history lessons. So
did you guys ever watch Drunk History?
Yeah.
Love it.
I watched it a few times. I didn't really grab on that one.
No.
Yeah, I only watched it a few times too, but
There was a few of them that were funny.
I think one caught my attention, and then I gave about half of the second one a shot, and I was just like, all right, yeah, no. It's
what
not my
about
thing.
English? I hated English class.
No, I did really well in English because we did a lot of reading of like what's the fairy tale shit? I don't know. Whatever.
Alice in Wonderland.
Shakespeare?
No,
That's not fairy tale shit. That's real shit,
like
bro.
King Arthur and all that crap. What is that?
Oh,
We
I
did
don't
like a
know.
lot of reading in our 11th and
Sorcerer's
12th
Stone?
grades. Yeah, that kind of shit. I don't know what it's called, but
I didn't like English too much.
and it was
either.
fun though. That was a lot of fun.
The Princess Bride.
Well, don't you have like in Canadian or something
Canadian what?
class?
They don't have history.
No. No.
They don't have history because then they'd have to remember all the bad things that happened, and they just look forward to the future. That's why they're so hopeless.
Hey, I'll address it because you guys are too slow. Curtis Snyder, you guys are awesome. Dang, I watch way too many of your videos. Chris, happy Friday, guys. Thanks, bud.
Dang.
That's
Sorry,
really
the other
cool,
guys are
bud. Thank
slacking.
you, Curtis.
It's
Dude, I remember in English class, we had for one, I still don't know what like pronouns and verbs and all this stuff. I couldn't tell you how to actually formulate English sentences. I can just kind of speak it. And I remember we used to have to read these stories out loud in class. And in high school, I was just as monotone as I am now, and I had to read many parts in the Helen Keller story. So I forget who I was. It wasn't like the Helen Keller story. Like I played a character in the story, so everybody in class had their own character, and I was like, I wasn't Helen. I was one of her sister, or maybe a nanny or something. I don't remember but all I remember is in the story that I was reading, my part was like, for whatever reason, I had to say, "Oh, Helen," like trying to get her attention or something. But it just comes out as Helen, please stop doing that or something. And that's all I remember from that class. Is like, this is so horrible and humiliating. I can't give any sort of inflection. I'm not an actor.
I could think of like humiliating things. And my daughter, she finally hit that phase where she came in and she was telling my wife that her tennis coach is making her do a dance at like homecoming or something, like as a team. And my daughter just comes in. She goes, "That's just so dumb and embarrassing." And I said, "That's exactly what it is. Like we're the same people thinking about that."
Yeah.
But
Cool. That was a little sidetrack.
Do you have any stories, Joe?
No.
Did
you keep asking me, I'm going to tell you more.
I didn't ask you. I asked Joe.
I know, but they're not answering fast enough. I don't like dead air.
Joe still got that same random ass drawing behind him.
Yeah.
Where's your
Nothing
Rubik's
came up.
Cube?
I don't know. Nothing came up. We did hire another guy, so I gave him.
You said he's doing pretty good, right?
He is. He only
Is he
worked
watching?
for a week.
How would you grade him?
For just starting out, being a young lad. I don't know. You know what? If he tries and when you ask him to do something, he does it, and you don't have to explain it 50 million times, I think he's doing pretty well.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of doing really well, did you watch that TXV video I sent you from Danny Norian?
No. I don't think I want to.
You know that you were inviting that one, right, bro?
No.
You would have got that job done so much faster had you watched Danny Norian.
Yep.
We should put that in the chat so people can see who we're talking about.
All right.
Bro, you should. You're pretty close.
Chris is on it.
Taking your test, right?
Yeah.
When are you gonna do that?
I don't know. When I get a chance. Got so much shit going on.
You got to review all of it over again. Now.
Oh, I know. I gotta take another course, just a little short course, just to review it again and look at my
Like
notes.
a refresher course.
You have to, because it's
Do
just.
they have any courses that help you do better at the test?
What do you mean?
Like here, there's we can go to a pre-course sort of deal, and they'll give you pre-test. They'll help you focus on what's most likely going to be on the test.
Oh no, not with this one.
It's like borderline cheating almost, but they don't really give you the answers.
Yeah. No, they have like a study guide, and they'll tell you what's in it, what's going to be on the exam. But if they find out people know too much, they'll change the exam. They're really sticky with that. They'll change it, and they'll have 3-4 of them, different ones, and I've heard many times they just change it.
Do you think you're gonna pass? Are you confident?
I was confident. Now if I go do it.
Yeah, you take a refresher, you'd be good. It'll come back.
I feel like a dick for sharing this link.
Don't share the link. Don't be dumb.
100%.
Don't do it.
You got 3 votes for do it.
I can't do it.
Do it.
I can't
do it.
I deleted it.
What video are you sharing?
I can't contribute to your delinquency. So
thank you. Don't do it.
Video where you're sharing?
I don't know.
Sure.
But don't do it.
You're the voice of reason.
Don't do it.
I already did the whole tab's gone. I can't even see the chat anymore. So I banned myself from posting.
Kenneth, I think Jonas.
How do you ban yourself from posting?
I know I need to stop.
All right.
I'll get in trouble.
Good self discipline there, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a nice person, guys. My internal compass fucking told me to stop.
Good job.
For once.
So what are you guys doing this weekend? Labor Day weekend?
Paddleboarding's my anniversary weekend.
I feel like you have more anniversaries than anybody. I think
he makes it up and he tells everyone over and over again, we're too dumb to catch on to it. Every week is his anniversary.
Yep.
No. What's up with that?
No, last weekend we celebrated because I wasn't on call, or I wasn't on call.
Last
we
weekend
didn't-
you celebrated, but this weekend you're going paddleboarding and going out for dinner and that. That's not
Yeah, I'm sure we will. That's a possibility. We
Was last
definitely won't
weekend
be
your
going to a
anniversary
place that
too?
cost- The place we went to last weekend was way too much money for nothing. So
Yeah.
not
a
gonna do
restaurant or
that
something?
again. Yeah, it was like in a fancy hotel. So, and it was just like it was ridiculously expensive, and it was just like, shitty food.
Clive thinks you're sad, Joe.
Well, thanks, Clive. I'm not 100%, but I'm all right. I'm good.
Well, what
You want to talk about it, Joe?
Yeah, let's talk about what's going on.
No, I'm not gonna talk about anything.
Friends tell friends what's wrong.
Yeah, but not now, not
Yeah,
yet.
you're
You
in
need
the
a hug.
company of friends.
Not yet. Maybe one day. Who knows?
Next Friday.
No.
There you go. There's that video in the chat. You guys
Oh,
can go watch
God.
it.
What are you guys sending?
I'm not sending anything. I'm not part of that. I don't
You
know.
guys
That wasn't
go-
what I
you-
was gonna send.
You watch that video. That'll help you change TXVs.
Oh,
That
God.
wasn't what I was gonna send.
Is
That
it the
was-
one that you
We're talking about different
puts
things.
like pounds of leak sealer on that?
No,
one?
I wasn't even. You guys, I'm not even talking about that. Don't associate me with this shit.
Delete that link. Don't be mean. But anyways,
I'm
gonna go to the
not part of
beach.
that.
This weekend.
let's get out of here, boys. You
All
guys
right,
are
I guess we'll just
awesome.
get out of
in
here then.
chat. You guys are totally awesome.
Let's get out of here so Joe can go be sad by himself in his sad,
We're
lonely
gonna
house.
have a heart-to-heart conversation, right, Joe?
No.
Right now.
No.
All right, I gotta hit the button because we're gonna talk.
See you, Chevy. See you guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, Joe, we're muted.
Yeah, right.
Fucking bringing down the entire vibe of the show today, Joe.
Oh my god.
damn. I've been like taking this ink pen and digging it into my wrist the entire show, but I can't get it to pop open.
I mean, it's been upsetting ever since we got an angry face from Nathan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think we'll blame it on that.
true. That really did change the whole dynamic.
I think so. We'll blame it on that.
That
for
Joe
sure.
came in with his
That was-
sad arms and stuff, and he's like,
Sad arms.
That was the first angry
Come on,
face.
Joe. Cheer up. You got a lot to live for.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like
sure.
a couple things. You got that cool shirt.
Yeah, that looks like authentic too, Joe.
Yeah.
It is authentic. Thank you.
You got
So
peace
I
and
think
quiet
that's what-
in your house of sadness.
Is that chain white gold or silver?
It is silver.
Or platinum.
Mm.
Could be platinum, bro.
Joe must have lost some gains this week. You need a juice, man. I
Mhm.
wish Mikey wipes.
Thank you, Jesus, for these gains.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. You guys are awesome.
The Church of Gains.
I don't know what is up with the chat.
It's like
tonight.
laggy.
Cool,
Yeah.
Kenneth. Is it?
On the-
You guys' eyes
StreamYard
are
thing.
laggy.
no,
Mine's
on
not laggy at
StreamYard,
all.
we can't see the chat.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like I saw a comment from a minute ago right now. Like it's just really
You have a
laggy.
great weekend, 2-wheel speed.
Testo brothers together.
All you bunch of rascals.
Ted
Yeah.
Cook is
TY
gonna,
Banana Man.
Ted
Mikey
Cook is on-
Wipes.
Ted Cook is on Shop Talk tomorrow.
Oh.
Sweet.
I didn't even know there was
Check that
such
out.
thing as such shop talk still.
Does he still do the giveaways? It's been a while.
Ding.
Yeah,
That might be on a different channel.
I should try. You know that I used to start winning a lot of giveaways, or I used to win a bunch of giveaways from Zach.
I
yeah.
almost won one.
I got Yamo to win the grand prize once.
That was funny. That was no one like won the grand prize.
How
I
much
was
did that end up
Later,
costing
Mike
in
B.
freight, bro?
Cyborg sheep.
How much was that in freight?
You be good.
That was stupid. Oh, how do I get rid of it? There you go.
There you go.
No, I spent. It was like $500.
Someone's echoing.
Seriously,
All of
just
a
ship
sudden,
a
Chris.
a
vacuum pump, right?
Mexican with a language barrier wins the grand prize.
Yeah.
And while during the show, all of a sudden I get a text message from Joe, and Joe's like, "Are you telling this freaking guy the answer?"
That was hilarious. I knew right away because I started trying to join you and help him. But anyways,
Hey, Zach got so mad at me.
oh, did he ever?
That was a big deal.
Hey, I bet it made for good ratings. I bet you
I
go
don't
back and
know.
watch
It
that
had
video. It's
to.
probably got like 53 views by now.
Button and